We don't often think about it, but the tools we use to communicate have a big impact on our lives. They're how we keep up to date with our friends and our family, they're how we find out about the things that matter to us, and they're how we have our say. Many people, though, don't think about the rules behind these tools, or how we could make them even better for all Australians. But we should. We're in a period of profound change. Globalisation and technology have made the world a much more competitive place. I mean, the way the world is now linked up and synced up means you can start a business that's global straight from your laptop. But we're also going to have to adapt to these changes too. These changes are great opportunities though. We've seen people learning things at a rate we could never have imagined before. We've made new friends, we've come closer to old friends who live far away, and we've seen jobs created in industries that we could never have imagined before, thousands of them. And we stand poised to make radical improvements to our health, education and aged care systems. These technologies bring our big, broad nation together. These gains, though, aren't without their challenges. We have to start thinking about a wave of things that we'd never really thought about before. Indeed, 30 years ago, if you sent a letter, whether it be a business memo or a love note, you were safe in the knowledge that only the person to whom it was addressed would read that. It's illegal to read somebody else's mail. That law, however, is much less clear with today's technology. These changes also shift the face of some of the issues we've been facing for many years. Racism, sexism and homophobia are all still big problems. They just present themselves in slightly different ways. So the challenge stands. How can we ensure that all Australians have the best opportunity to speak their minds freely? How can we create new ideas that challenge the status quo? How can we work flexibly but still maintain our quality of life? How do we get better and easier access to government services? Or how can we supercharge those services with new ways of thinking? And more importantly, how can we do all of this in a safe environment that is transparent and accountable? The Centre for Digital Society wants to make sure we get the answer to these questions right, because they're going to have a big impact on our lives over the next 50 years. So if you care about the future of the internet, the future of television or radio, or the future of gaming, then join us. Help us with our research, which will form the basis of our recommendations to decision makers. Join us and make the case to those you know, and share with those with like minds. Together, we can make sure that Australia gets the answers to these questions right.